Okay.
Yeah.
So we have come to review the preparatory action taken by the state election machinery for the conduct of general election for Gujarat State Legislative Assembly. You all know the current term of the assembly expires on 17th January 2013. We normally initiate this preparatory exercise 6 to 9 months before the term of expiry of the commission of the assembly period. As part of that, we have come to review with state machinery. This is the first visit in a series of visits we will be taking before the actual conduct of the poll. The commission also will be visiting Himachal Pradesh later during this week, where also the election is due during January 2013. As part of the exercise, we first begin with a meeting with political parties, all national and state recognized political parties. 5 recognized parties appeared before us today, and we could ascertain their views regarding the election situation and possible scenario. After that, we had meeting with district collectors and district election officers and SPs, DIGs, IGs and police commissioners. After this meeting is over, we are scheduled to have meeting with the Chief Secretary, Home Secretary and DGP. Regarding the meeting with political parties, though they might have briefed you separately, still our discussions with political parties were very positive and constructive. We got very useful feedback and suggestions, and of course some grievances also. Their suggestions and views mainly relate to ongoing enrollment. They also were bringing to notice certain areas where they have a feeling there is double entry of the voters. Some areas where they think people could be like those who are displaced from somewhere, they should be rehabilitated elsewhere. Like this, these were the issues. And also enrollment of the migrant labor. These were all some of the issues which were raised by them, which were all shared with district election officers in the subsequent meeting. Some of the political parties expressed their concern about use of money power, inducements like liquor, paid news, etc. We have abundant experience by now in dealing with these issues in different state elections. We will be putting in place the mechanism to deal with these issues. They also emphasized about the need for proper training for election officials, particularly the returning officers. Some of them also mentioned about the polling staff not being enabled to exercise postal ballot. That's also a matter of concern which they were voicing. We will be streamlining whatever is the procedure and ensure that there would also be, that is, to evolve proper procedure so that every person who is on election duty will also be enabled to exercise his franchise either by postal ballot or by election duty certificate. Issues also bordered on enforcement of model code of conduct, facilitation for voters during the poll, like prompt issue of duplicate ID cards wherever voters miss them, and also issue of voter ID slips, which we have started in some of the earlier states. They suggested, and again in Gujarat also it was done during the last by-election, I think at Mansa. So they requested that it should be implemented during general elections also. They also referred to possible intimidation and some kind of communal incitement, etc. And they suggested Commission should take prompt action to contain these menaces. We had a very good appreciation of the views and sentiments expressed by different political parties. They were assured that the needful will be done. All genuine concerns will be addressed in the days to come before the poll. And also in our meeting with officers, the ongoing special summary revision was reviewed. It is for the information of all of you. The entire data, polling station wise, assembly constituency wise, district wise, is put on the website of the CEO. It is available for anyone to view details of voters polling station wise on the website. Similarly, the Forms 6, Form 7 applications which have been given by the voters for enrollment, they are also put on the website. Mostly whatever is left, they will also be done in a day or two. This is mainly to facilitate for the people to see and check for themselves the status of their application, and people who want to file deletion applications, they would also be able to know that those Form 7 notices are displayed. Those who want to raise objection to that, they should also be able to do on seeing these things. All this is done in addition to normal modes of publication, which is done at ERO's notice board, at the village panchayat, and on the notice board of BLO. And we have shared with political parties about various measures taken by the Commission to strengthen electoral system and management, to deal with money power, paid news, voter slip, so on and so forth. Some of the political parties had also mentioned about restrictions, harassments, etc. suffered during the run-up to the election. Some of them were feeling that some of the measures taken by us, they affect them in some way or other, and they wanted some kind of the festive atmosphere of the poll to be maintained, while mentioning that there will be no undue harassment to anyone in implementing the model code. It was also pointed out to the political parties, elections are also a solemn affair. We would not like solemnity of election process to be affected in the name of festivity. These things were appreciated in the true spirit by everyone. Then with regard to the enrollment details, most of the districts are in the range of 95 to 96% in terms of photo coverage, and all the DEOs have assured us that before the election, both in photo electoral roll and in epics, they will be reaching 100%. Gujarat will be one of the few states as of today to reach 100% in photo electoral coverage and also the epics.
Already crossed 90%.
Already.
98%.
Already it is now 98%. And secondly, we also reviewed the availability of manpower for the conduct of the election. As you all know, this was done even during last by-election. Apart from regular staff required for the conduct of election, we also need additional staff for various expenditure monitoring programs. For all these, total requirement of staff district-wise was worked out. In such of the districts where there is deficit of staff, CEO will make arrangements to see that from neighboring or surplus districts, this staff would be made available to the deficit districts. Regarding some broad details of summary revision of electoral roll, the strength of the voters as per draft roll, which was the basis for taking up summary revision, was 3.69 crores. As against that, based on the Form 6s for inclusion, Form 7 for deletion, on a provisional basis, because final orders are yet to be passed on this, on a provisional basis, a net increase of 2.26% is likely in the draft roll. This will depend upon exact percentage of acceptance of admission as well as deletion. Then coming to, so you also might know, Commission has been laying emphasis on enrollment of youth voters. For quite some time, people in the age group of 18-19, their enrollment was not to the desired extent. This, which was 20% in that age group earlier, has now reached 55%. Shortly, we have to take it to 75, 80, 85 like that. There also, Gujarat is one of the states which has taken strides with regard to the enrollment of youth. Similarly, in gender also, there has been some imbalance in gender ratio. It has been, till recently, it was only 907 to 1000, which has now, with all these measures, improved to 909. We have told all the district election officers today they should continue the drive on gender front even till close to the election, so that whatever is the shortfall, we should continue to make efforts to fill the gap. Officers were urged to work with utmost honesty, sincerity and integrity to ensure a free and fair poll in a transparent manner, and also to attend to immediate and genuine grievances of stakeholders like political parties, now with regard to electoral rolls, later on with regard to every aspect relating to election management. Officers were also advised to take strict measures to prevent use of money, inducement of liquor and deal with paid news. These are all considered to be ills affecting our electoral system. And also to keep a strict watch on the distribution of EPIC and voter slips. Training program for all categories of staff, including the police personnel. It will be taken up from now on before the conduct of the election. Also, our officers were asked to take up a whole range of voter education and facilitation measures to see that the voter participation, the Commission recognizes that a healthy participation of voters in the electoral process is a must for a sound democracy. As part of that, we would like to make all efforts for promoting voter participation in the election process, that is in voter, which should be reflected in higher voter turnout. As part of our money control measures, we have had a meeting with senior officers of Income Tax, Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Director of Enforcement and other officers, and discussed the expenditure control measures that will be put in place once the election schedule is announced. Because of want of time, we could not have the meeting with the Chief Secretary, Home Secretary and DGP before the press conference. We would like to go after this and continue that meeting. So overall, we would like to mention that the Commission is satisfied with the state of preparedness of the election machinery for the forthcoming general elections to the State Assembly. That's it. Thank you. If you would like to ask anything.
There is no permanent DG in Gujarat for last 18 months, and opposition parties have been demanding the appointment of permanent DG. So you also must have received the representation on this.
Yeah.
What is your view?
Correct. See, not only the DG, in various other categories also, there are vacancies. We have got the list of all these vacancies. Of course, among all these, DG is a very important position and assignment. This will also be discussed when we have the meeting with Chief Secretary. Right?
Sir, BJP has expressed that election should fall after Diwali or Navratri in Gujarat State because
Exactly.
Yeah. And you say that to respect their suggestion. Does it mean that the election will fall only after Diwali or any time after Diwali?
See, at this stage, we have gathered the views of all political parties. Quite a few political parties had also expressed, while fixing the election schedule, we should also keep in mind the prominent festivals which are observed in the state. For some time in October, we have got Dasara. Till about the middle of November, we have got Diwali. We will be certainly keep these things in mind when we take a decision on the election schedule. Right?
Representation made by opposition party.
Whatever I had told you, these were, that is no issues. Broadly, I don't want to get into. Their fear is one, the money power. They are worried that money power will pollute the election atmosphere. Most of them were unanimous that Commission must take strict and tough measures for containing money power. Second thing which many of them were emphasizing is about paid news. The paid news, they also mentioned we should take effective measures to contain the menace of paid news during the election.
What about law and order?
Law and order, particularly, the communal incitement during the run-up to the election, they were actually expressing that in the past they had a feeling that some of these things were not dealt with in such a deterrent manner. They made an appeal to us that this time we should come down with a very heavy hand on these things.
Regarding EVM technician. Regarding EVM.
Yes.
Technician should be directly controlled by.
Exactly, correct. I think you have got a full feedback from them. So regarding EVMs, some of the requests were, one, except authorized persons, nobody else should be allowed to handle the EVM. These are even our standing instructions. They will be reinforced. We have already told them. And secondly, some of the new measures which are introduced from last general election, like, first level check, second level check. These are all new things. I do not know whether press is aware of these things. Maybe sometime you could call the press, also explain about first level check, second level checks, etc., so that they would also be sensitized about it. We made an appeal to the political parties. They should also associate themselves, because general feeling was many of the political parties were not interested in attending, because they are very laborious exercise. They have to spend a lot of time. Many of them were not able to come. I made a request to all DEOs to make a personal appeal to the political parties, request them to attend when these things are conducted, so that they would also know what things to see, what things to check, etc. Right? That's it. So anything else?
So the NDA has made a representation to you that Pranab Mukherjee's signature appears to be fourth, the one in the returning officer's candidate booklet and the one at the statistical institute.
Yes. A delegation on behalf of one of the candidates, so Mr. Sangma, met the commission on Saturday. They reiterated the points which they had made before the returning officer at the time of scrutiny. After mentioning them, they also added a few more points. Then they said, because they were in a hurry, they could not bring a written representation. They promised to bring it today, that is Monday. When we get back tomorrow, we will have a look at it. We will take whatever further thing as per law, as per the constitution, as per the statute. Okay. Right. Thank you then.